So, Lois, exciting news. We are going to be restructuring the What's Happening in Parks and Rec podcast a little bit. Our fans will still get all the information of our programming, but it's going to happen in both podcasts, in this podcast and our town podcast. This is Oro Valley. That way, everyone is in the loop, gets to know the cool things that are happening here. And what we're going to do with the What's Happening in Parks and Recreation podcast is tell some cool Parks and Rec centric stories. That means, we got the new wiffle ball league starting up. We're going to go talk to the winning team. We're going to talk to staff members who are making things happen.
I'm going to just plug this month at the community center for Impact, Arizona. We gathered new and slightly used shoes. 180 pairs of shoes.
Whoa.
We're just so happy to everybody's help and participation, and I know Impact will be impacted.
For sure. Yeah, and those are the kinds of things we're going to start talking about on the What's Happening in Parks podcast.
But that just happened. I saw the guy wheeling them out to their trucks.
Yeah.
So wanted to share.
That's really great. Yeah, we want to tell those stories that, give people a behind-the-scenes look at the work that goes into making all this programming and help people know what's coming up outside of what they can already sign up for.
Okay, I like it.
Cool.
But I want to tell you a little bit about what's on the programming for the month of February. Our senior social group is going to get together on Thursday, February 6th from 3:30 to 5. It's kind of a mid-afternoon thing, and they're going to do game time.
That sounds lovely. Right before dinner, come have some fun.
Yeah, they'll be home before dark.
Continuing our romantic theme, we have Parents' Night Out Valentine's Day edition. Obviously, that's happening on Valentine's Day, 6 to 10 p.m. So you want to have your Valentine's Day date with your sweetie, but you got kids, what do? You take them here. Parents' Night Out. It's for ages 5 through 12. It costs $20. It's going to be at Steam Pump Ranch. Tell me about it, Lois.
They get a movie, pizza, games,
supervision.
Supervision. You have a babysitter.
What a great idea.
On a Friday night date night.
Oh, I just realized Valentine's Day is on Friday night. It's going to be tough to get in anywhere.
Exactly.
So make your dinner reservations now.
The snowbirds are out.
That's true. Whoa, yeah, make your reservations for both your dinner and your parents' night out.
We have the gadget guidance too, and that's the day before Valentine's Day. And 1 to 3, just register. It's free, but come in and we'll help you learn your phone, learn how to send photos.
It's getting to be that age. I just set up a new TV and I can send stuff from my phone up to the TV. But I could have used gadget guidance to figure that one out. It took like an hour.
Well, you just need to rent a kid is what you need. But then the big thing coming up is the Rodeo Break Camp. Always a sellout. February 20th and 21st, Thursday and Friday, 9 to 4, kids 6 to 13. It's always a sellout because it's in the middle of life.
Yeah, it's rodeo break.
It's rodeo break, and the parents still have to work, and it's going to be so fun. They're going to do ranch-themed activities, which will include a farrier.
What? What are we doing with the farrier?
A farrier is going to do his whole setup and show how horses are shod.
That's pretty neat. I love the rodeo. I would go to the rodeo parade as a kid, and I would get a huge thing of cotton candy, watch everyone walk down the street. And I got school off, so as a kid, you're not going to complain.
That's right. Sounds like a perfect day.
As always, we've got our second Saturdays at Steam Pump Ranch, but we have an exciting, I would call it an addition to that.
And what would that be?
The shade structure. It's still cold out, so, maybe not needed yet. But the shade structure is usable at this point. There's still going to be some improvements to it. We'll talk more about it on a later podcast. But why is this important? There are more vendors now that can be under the shade structure at Steam Pump Ranch.
Also, there is going to be a new exhibit at the Push House Museum, and it's all in a day's work, life on the ranch. So it'll show how owners of the ranch and their employees spent their days from the late 1800s to the early 2000s.
That's very interesting.
That's an update. And those tours are from 9 to noon on Saturdays.
Super cool.
Yeah. We have one really cool event happening, and Nick's going to tell you about it. It's a hike to Dead Horse Canyon, and it won't show up on our March podcast because it'll be past.
Right. So we want to talk about it today. The trail is called Dead Horse Canyon Trail. You can find it on All Trails if that's a site you use. Pretty popular thing to learn about trails. This is a great hike to go on with a guide because although it is a pretty good trail, it is not an official trail. So you want to have somebody who knows the ropes. It is a 4.6 mile trail. It's out and back. It's moderate, just so you know.
Did you say this was at Catalina State Park?
It's at Catalina State Park. You are right. It takes about 2 hours to do, a little over 2 hours.
Okay.
So come out, get your hike on, bring plenty of water, and join our experienced guides who will take you along the path.
March 1st.
All of these events you can sign up for on playov.com. Or you can give Lois a call in her office. She'll tell you all about them. Help you sign
Or
up.
I'll give you Nick's personal cell number, too.
There you go.
You guys have a great month.
Happy Valentine's Day and happy birthday to you, Lois.
Thank you.